charge you $50 each.
But with the good stories behind that, I've heard bad stories behind that too.
Yeah, there are some bad stories. So, authentication isn't always exact.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, if they witness it, if they're at the table, it's true. But sometimes, it's none of us sign our name the exact same way every single time. So sometimes there's variations, and I've had a few that I've gotten myself personally, and Joey and I, we did a convention in Salt Lake City.
That's a great one to talk about.
Right, which we got a lot of autographs there. We had to send away for a lot of them. Tim Curry.
Tim Curry to send away for.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which was great. A legend.
Yes.
We got a Chuck Norris autograph, in person, him and I ourselves, and they couldn't authenticate it because it wasn't typically what they've seen of his signature. So, they go based on their experience, and they've seen hundreds and thousands of autographs, and they have to, since they are, authenticating a lot of autographs for value, they have to legally, if they can't feel that it can hold up in court or, in the public arena, they won't authenticate it.
But that's kind of messed up because you're there. Well, you actually have a witness that's there.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have just put it like a little slip by mistake where the pop box moved, and that's not,
how many signatures did he do that day?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's, your hand gets cramped up.
Yeah, you get cramped up.
Anything's
The
happening.
Canada one too. The Canada FedEx.
Yeah. I got one
Michael
from
J.
FedEx.
Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
FedEx,
Come on, I'm sorry to say, but
Yeah.
And it wasn't able to be.
wow.
Yeah. It wasn't.
And I'm not trying to be funny. Well, he is back there.
It wasn't typical.
Tim Curry was the same way, man.
Right.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't typical of what they've seen before, but then again, it's considered they're working. It's work for them.
Mm-hmm.
They do hundreds of signatures a day. They're sitting for 5-6 hours. Some things get smudged.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
Especially if you got Tim Curry. That's why he takes stuff home. And these guys are actually. They're not
Tim Curry,
100% anymore. It's like they're in wheelchairs. You got
most of
Michael
them
J.
are
Fox sitting down most of the time, and he has his condition. It's sad, but it happens, I guess. But let's talk more about the Salt Lake City, Utah, because I've heard great things about that. I've heard what other shows that you guys gone to, and I just want to hear what's the real good reason to go there.
Yeah,
it's a small con.
Okay.
So the celebrities that go there, they're actually really nice.
When is it? Sorry.
It's really personal.
So people could know.
Yeah, when is
it?
September.
Usually before.
Around September. It's usually before New York Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And it's in Utah. It's fine. Actually, it's a really nice one. It's a nice. It's the Salt Palace. It's called.
Yeah.
I believe.
I remember you showing me pages of people that's going to show up there, and it's like, what the?
They had most of their floor. That it's mostly all just celebrities that go for signings. Half the convention is just
signing.
A-list too. You got your
big things. The first time that I went alone the first year.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing. I said, who goes to a Salt Lake, Utah convention in Salt Lake City? When you look at the list, the first year I was there, it was Christopher Lloyd, it was John Barenthal, it was Val Kilmer.
Oh, wow.
And you look at it in terms of where they are, it's only an hour flight from LA. So a lot of celebrities, it's easier to do that than it is to come to the East Coast. And,
take RV over there, whatever. It's very simple for them.
And it's, why I like doing the smaller, I would consider that a regional convention, they'll nowhere near the numbers of like New York City or San Diego.
Yeah, but they had to change their name. They were called Salt Lake City Comic Con, but San Diego actually sued them.
Oh wow!
This whole big deal happened. They changed their name to Salt Lake FanX. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I think this year shows here that it's gonna be from September 5th to September 7th.
Okay,
so it's a month before
There's a lot of other shows going on, so. Obviously, you're here watching us mainly. You're from Manhattan, New York City. But for other people that's watching this on YouTube, so much shows out there to go to. I'm assuming, like the one in Rhode Island, I saw that list was pretty big, but it wasn't as big as Salt Lake City like we talked about.
So, tell us about the Long Island.
Rhode Island.
One, sorry.
Wrong Island.
The Rhode Island one.
Well, a lot of these conventions, again, I call them regional conventions, which is for a major city, major town, or state, and then there's some smaller ones we've been to, like maybe they'll only have 2 or 3 celebrities.
At Westchester.
Oh, yeah, the Westchester,
they'll
yeah,
only
we
have
went-
a few, 5 or 6
That-
celebrities sometimes.
Yeah.
But Rhode Island, I mean, if you're into, if you're into the culture, autograph seeking, celebrities, favorite movies, games, so on, take a look at these other convention guys. New York is great, San Diego's great. You'll have 20 to 30 celebrities at a convention like Rhode Island. And it's a mixed bag. You have wrestlers, you have voice actors, you have, comic book artists. And it's a great place to go. You go in, I mean, it's usually pretty well set up, and you'll get to meet about 40 or 50 different celebrities.
What's good is that it's not that packed. So
Yeah.
it's, so you get to talk to celebrity. You get, they're nice. They shake hands. It's more personal.
Yeah.
Than
Oh, that's
just
awesome.
going up, signing next.
Yeah.
Well, because there's a long line.
Yeah.
But in the small conventions, there's no line. Sometimes.
It's pretty cool to talk
Yeah,
to somebody
yeah,
that
but it's
you
just
like.
conversation.
Actually,
Nice.
Keith got me one of my first wrestler pop signed was Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Florida, yeah.
My first pop.
That's
my
Rhode
first,
Island. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him at,
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.